All right, we got this up. This is good. And this is up and moving. Close that, close this. Just waiting for the game to pop on right now. It's, it's still not quite on, so. Still waiting for the game. Right, like that. Like that, there we go. Hit it with a quick refresh, and maybe that'll bring the actual game on. All right, well, we're just kind of waiting for this to kick on now. How's everybody doing? Hopefully quite well. Let's see. What do we got pitching-wise going on and all that fun shit? Aaron Nola's pitching for the Phillies today. For the Tigers batting, it'll be Baddoo, Grossman, Baez, Scope, Torkelson, Willie Castro, Harold Castro, Dustin Garneau, and Reyes. So it'll be Baddoo, Grossman, Baez, Baddoo, Grossman, Baez to lead it off. Then it'll be Baddoo, Grossman, Baez, Scope, Torkelson, Willie Castro, Harold Castro, Garneau, and Reyes. All right.
Got a haircut too, huh?
He did get a haircut. The locks are not flowing right now the way they were last year.
All right, the game is on.
Sometimes you have to do
What's up,
something to
Caden?
turn things around, Tom. I think you and I should go full mullet.
I'm going to refresh this feed just to make sure we're up to a good speed here. Oh, there it is.
Here.
All right, 2-1 count. Yeah, for some reason, this, like, the thing I watch is, like, a little behind. But it's 2-1 count here for Baddoo.
Which is what's hurting him, or has been hurting him.
All right, let me pop my actual playback up now. Now I can see everybody who might be chit-chatting. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. Get a few people up in here to enjoy the game with us this afternoon. We're only at 2 likes, so, if you haven't left one, could be into double digits really quick. What's up, Space, Daniel, Randy? How you guys all doing?
That game was on Friday, right?
What's up, Derek?
No, Thursday.
2-2 count here for Baddoo to lead it off. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike 3.
Strike 3. I think Baddoo was looking for something on the outside.
All right, that's pretty good audio mix, I would say.
Looking for a breaking ball.
Maybe a little quieter on my end.
Is, a good sign for Aaron. You get a couple strikes and then you finish your guy. Oh, that was a changeup. That was a good one too. Yeah, that's a.
But not too much. How's everybody doing?
It's not a strike. It's not a strike. It's not a strike. Darn.
I let it go by. Here's Robbie Grossman hitting 200 with 2 home runs this spring.
All right, we're up to 5 likes. I appreciate that. Just if you haven't left one, consider doing so. It helps out the stream. Free to do so. Ball 1 to Robbie Grossman, followed by Baez.
I saw him last year at a volleyball.
1 away in the top of the first. Last Sunday of spring training.
Watching his daughter play.
This time next week, we'll be actually watching the Tigers and White Sox series finale, which will be pretty cool. As long as it doesn't get like rained out in Detroit or anything next Sunday.
1 of 7 with 3,000 hits and 500 home runs.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It'll be strike 2. Kind of a not a great pitch to throw right there. If that was a regular season pitch, he doesn't throw that because that was a breaking ball like right down the middle, and it hung there too. I was like, why didn't Grossman belt that 500 feet? It's probably what he should have did there. Now he's probably going to strike out.
1-2 pitch to Grossman.
And dude, they're just getting rung up on like easy pitches right there.
This looks like even a little different breaking ball, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it's.
They must not be like expecting it or something because it's literally hanging there. That's got to be one of the easiest looking things to hit.
Like a slurve.
Tigers win 9-4 against the White Sox. Hopefully. Do you hear what Miggy did to Torkelson when Torque made? Yeah, he passed the glove down. It was kind of a passing of the torch symbolically.
Signed a contract this past offseason.
Nice to see. It's probably a huge boost to confidence for Torkelson, coming from a guy like Miguel. Like, no, we want you on the team. I want you to replace, my spot on this team. So, good moment, big moment. I would say the ultimate sign of confidence. 0-1 count here for Baez. A little bit outside. He disagreed with the call.
Swing it a bit. this 0-2.
Man, this guy's got some lively stuff here this first inning. Nola does.
As we've seen throughout his career, that he's a very aggressive swinger.
0-2 count, 2 away in the top of the first. Tigers looking to avoid going 1-2-3.
Split time between the Cubs and the Mets.
Yeah, Randy, the 100%. Green was expected to make the team, and I believe so was Torkelson. The people I don't think that were expected to make the team was Victor Reyes. It kind of sounds like Reyes is going to be the odd man out on this one. But I think in lieu of, in light of the injury, because I think they wanted, and I think Derek Hill also kind of made it so Victor made the team. Because by the way it feels, it looks like they wanted to go, with the obvious 3 outfielders and then have Derek Hill as a backup. And down goes Baez. Oof. Tigers struck out 3 in a row. Sheesh. All right, we'll go to the bottom of the first. I'll have to mute the audio. Muting the audio because it's a commercial break. For the Twins, it'll be Schwarber, Segura, Harper, Schwarber, Segura, Harper, and then Castellanos, Realmuto, Gregorius, Hoskins, Stott, and Moniak. So this is a little bit more of what their real lineup's going to look like with Schwarber, Segura, Harper, Castellanos, Realmuto, Gregorius, Hoskins, Stott, and Moniak. That's how their pitchers have to get all their strikeout. I have to get their outs, by the way, because this team is going to be god-awful at defense. They have to really hope for a lot of striking out the sides to happen to get a lot of outs here in Philadelphia. Hey, Jack, how you doing, man? How you been? Torque has a lot of shoes to fill. He's replacing one of the best. Yeah, I mean, that's a big role. Plus one of the better, he's pretty good to first baseman as well. Team leader. So, yeah, huge shoes for that kid. See the Parker trade? Padres got. Yeah, I seen that. I seen Manea is now a member of the Padres. Big move. I'm excited for that. I hope Hill or Cameron replaces Green for a minute. Yeah, I think they're going with. I think Hill is on the injured reserve list, but I'm pretty sure he was the first pick. Someone could correct me, but I would imagine Hill would have been the first guy. But someone told me he's heading to IR as well, so we have to go with Victor Reyes. Yeah, Devontae Parker traded over to the Patriots. Exciting. As long as he can stay healthy, it's a good move. The 1 year that Parker had a really good quarterback was 2000 was with Fitzpatrick, and he was a Pro Bowler when he stayed healthy. So it's one of those things where it's there. Patriots are also a pretty good place for teams that are like for guys who seem to be unhealthy. They seem to stay healthy there, whether it be just like hydration focus or what have you, but. Because like Kendrick Bourne and Hunter Henry were both often injured players prior to coming to New England. They both played a full 16, so especially Hunter Henry, he's the one to look at with regards to Parker. Man, I can't wait for Thursday and Friday. So we've been watching all these boring games. Wow, this is a long half. I was gonna say, Jesus. Strike one to Schwarber. I was gonna say that was a long half inning for whatever reason. Or a long half inning break.
First pick overall by the Tigers. He is going to be part of their foundation.
Jets should actually be widely improved. I think the whole AFC East is one of the better divisions in football. Very quietly.
Schwarber, meanwhile, is so far 176.
1-1 here for Schwarber. Casey Mize working rather quickly here, and make that 1-2. Victor Reyes is expected to start in outfield for opening day, and Derek Hill is day-to-day, so he'll be taking over for Green. Okay, so Hill will be taking over once he's healthy and ready to go. Yeah, Caden, the games were more, they didn't give as many breaks for spring training is what I noticed. Usually you don't see teams play like 7 or 8 days in a row for spring training, but I think, like you said, it seems like they added more. But I feel like it's they just compressed everything. Because the Tigers have had, 1 day off this whole entire spring?
Pitchers throw a lot harder, and you connect with it.
We might actually see a change in the way that full count now for Schwarber. Good battle back here for the batter. We might see spring training get kind of I don't know. It's probably not a good idea to condense it. Pitchers need time. I guess we'll see when the season starts. Oh, that's gone. Holy fuck. What did he just throw him? Jesus Christ. Oh, it was a fucking fastball right down the middle. What? Why'd he throw that? I was like, dude, that was such a straight pitch. Oh, my God. That had absolutely zero movement on it. It was just a straight batting practice pitch right down the middle. And that dude hit it like 500 feet. Jesus Christ. All right, now up is Segura. Yeah, Victor Reyes isn't bad, and he also got a lot bigger, so like there could be a little bit more pump to his swing. So we'll see if that helped out a little bit. I mean, he's been making better contact in the spring than he usually does, like harder contact.
How many of those are we going to see?
Hey, Harold Castro officially made the team today. They announced it this morning that Mr. Hitting Harold Castro is a member of the 2022 opening day roster. I'm happy for Harold Castro, you know. He well-deserved it. He's a great utility player. Plus, he actually hits pretty well for a backup. 1-1. Segura fouls it away, 1-2. It's got a notification from at bat, and it said Riley Green will be reevaluated in a few weeks. Yep. Yeah, Green is out. They don't have any real timeline on a table. They're hoping it just because it's like it was a pretty clean fracture. It's pretty likely to just recover. They're hoping it like goes quickly because it could be from anywhere from 8 to 10 weeks to 6 to 8 weeks. It's kind of one of those kind of injuries. All right, one away here. Segura grounds out. Here comes reigning NL MVP Bryce Harper.
Only from Xfinity. Harper's coming up now, and then
Abrams. Is that for the Padres?
Didi Gregorius is in the lineup at shortstop.
What do you think? What do I think of switch hit? I don't like switch hitters. I'll be very honest. Unless you can hit 300 from one side of the plate and like 240 from the other, I see no purpose in doing that. Go left-handed or go right-handed, whatever you hit better. But again, if you hit well from both sides of the plate, sure, you're a switch hitter. If you hit fucking 230 from one side and then 105 from the other, like a lot of the Tiger switch hitters do, you're not a switch hitter. You're just a nuisance. Like you're just pretending to do other shit. That's fucking gone. Jesus Christ. This is the problem when you play the Phillies. No matter how bad their defense is. Has anybody got any apologies to get out? Nick Castellanos is up.
You know, everyone we've talked to around this club and around baseball, really.
Yeah, certain guys, I just don't like when they're switch hitters because some of them just seem to be like not good from either side of the plate. But again, it's also at this point in their career, there's no way they can change it. What's up, Goat? Like, there's just no way some of these guys could get out of that, like, old way of being a DH. By the way, thank you, guys. We're almost to 10 likes. Appreciate it. We're doing pretty good here for the bottom of the first. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. Get a few more people up in here hanging out. Castellanos singles up the middle, basically. Kind of like left middle.
Only a single? Really?
Well, the Tigers have gotten one out, and they're down 2-0. This is not the good start to the game. But yeah, like I don't know. But again, like there are some guys who hit like 240 and like 300 from one side, and it's like, all right, yeah, you're a switch hitter. Or like you do one thing from one side of the plate, where like you have extreme power and you hit 280 from the other side. I can live with you hitting like 150, but like say you're a right, like you're predominantly left-handed, and you switch hit for righties, you switch hit off lefties because of the power you gain. Batting right-handed. I get that move. I actually do understand that, and that's about the only time I'll excuse a really bad batting average switch hitter is for the power. But Barnhart just can't hit. He's just, I'm like a 250 hitter. One of the best catchers in baseball, though. Yeah, that's fine. Catcher is second baseman, and I think third baseman. Probably get the biggest link or leash of just being like complete ass at the plate. Like, if you're a catcher who can qualify for a Gold Glove every year, you can hit 200 and play a 20-year baseball career.
They might get into
as long as you can catch really, really, really good. Castellanos at first, 2-0 Phillies here. That'll be a swing and a miss. It'll be 1-2 now. Barnhart was a switch hitter, then he switched to left only, and then switched when he got to Detroit. He told Hitch. Yeah, and Hinch likes the switch hitters. Like, I get the strategy. It's annoying to deal with. So I get the value of the switch hitter, but it's also just, you know, I get annoyed with it to some extent. Hey, what's up, Navy? How you doing, my friend?
You know, you can't get caught up in the, you know, gosh, he just hit that 480 feet. I got to try.
It's a foul ball there from Real Mudo.
Clear the fence. It's plenty.
Man, I really wanted the Tigers to sign this guy in the offseason. Parker, I'm very happy about the Patriots getting trading up for Parker. Only cost us a third-round pick for next year, and we get a comp pick. Oh, that's gonna be a base hit. Oh, boy. 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 2-0 Phillies already on a couple home runs by Schwarber and Harper. Now up is Gregorius. Runners at first and second. Yeah, I'm very happy about the move. Get a fifth and the player. Plus, it gives the Patriots an actual #1 receiver, which they don't have.
Where's the break?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I think, too. I think the Patriots either go offensive line or linebacker now because I'm starting to kind of do some research. And it looks like the Patriots are going to probably go with an offensive lineman like Zion Jordan or Linderbaum if available. Or they go Nakobe Dean out of Georgia. Someone kept telling me about Nakobe Dean, this guy Venn, and basically I was bullied into looking up Nakobe Dean so much that I now know that he's really fucking good, and I really want him on the Patriots. Here's the way I'm watching the game, everybody, by the way. It's a really good site. It's I'm not going to say it just in case like YouTube's on like a banning of sites. If you do use my link, just please leave a like on your way out. I'd appreciate you.
They might get the next game and score 15. And then score 10 and then score 12.
I would imagine DK is more of a pipe dream for the Patriots, but Odell, yeah, I could actually see that move. I would accept a trade of Parker and a fifth to New England and Harry and a third next year to Miami. Yeah, I was surprised Harry wasn't swapped around, to be honest. Fuck, man, that's going to get a run in. No, okay, that's just going to load the bases up. I forgot Nick's not the fastest over at. I mean, he's fast, but he's not like, blinding speed. Yeah, we've been trying to get Odell for years. I wonder if we can. Now we could have signed him because he's going to take a few to get in there. Are they pulling Mize? Oh, they're warming somebody up. All right, bases loaded for the Phillies. Bottom of the first, 1 out. And now up is Hoskins. The pitching coach is coming to the mound. The only hitter that I like is Jamer. He can hit from both sides. Yeah, I like Jamer Candelario. Grossman's good because he has power from one side in comparison.
Let me just get my work in and my last start of spring.
Yep, the Patriots might do something with Odell, maybe. It's going to be tough, though. That one's going to be a little hard. Mechie, yeah, I could see that being the pick now. And yeah, I really like Nakobe Dean. Right now, it's kind of like a lull in the action. It's just bases loaded. They're letting a pitcher warm up kind of really quickly here.
He has no home runs the other way, right? In his life.
And now Hoskins is up. 1 away, bases full, 2-0 already. This could be ugly. The Patriots' offense isn't looking as bad as it was. Neither is the defense.
How many times have we seen?
Again, we didn't need to make that many moves, especially since we got a number of players that are injured, like Bledsoe. We also drafted. There's like 3 guys that we drafted that were hurt that were really good picks. Perkins, Bledsoe, and somebody else. A kid from Michigan, I believe, was we drafted that was a little injured. But anyway, that's enough. We'll have a lot of football talk tonight. That's when I do my more football-related podcast. But it's fine to talk about. It's spring training. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 for Hoskins, who I believe is considered to be a power hitter, so this is a bit of an issue. Yep, they're looking at Zion Jordan, Linderbaum, or I believe Nakobe Dean out of Georgia. Oh, there we go. Infield fly. Woo. Remember the other day, Joe said Odell just signed with the Packers? Like just now? You're a Cubs fan? Okay, Navy. Hell yeah. You excited about your team this year?
You'd love to see Reese drive in
Is Odell a Packer for real?
One run, but that was a good pass at that ball.
I mean, that would make sense, right? I mean, he wants to. Cubs should probably have a decent year. The Reds are going to be bad again at least, so there's going to be a little bit more openness in the division. Trying to think of who else could contend. The Cardinals. Yeah, they're a motherfucker. I hate them too. Oh, that was nasty. That was a filthy pitch right there. 0-1 here for the number 9 hitter. No, this is the number 8 hitter, Stott. Bryson Stott up. He hit 19 homers, 49 RBIs, hit 300 last year. Pretty good hitter overall, it looks like.
Yeah, Stott's number 8 to hit this inning.
Oh. Yeah, Derek, he hasn't signed with the Packers. Unless it was just like just now it happened. It's going to be called 0-2. They're going to say he went on the pitch.
Spring training for everyone, Tom.
Whew, I was gonna say that's crazy. I mean, that would make sense if he did sign with a team like that. I know he has great respect for a guy like Rogers, so. Ooh, ball in the dirt. See you tonight, Navy. Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, well, yeah, it'll be 100% more focused. I gotta like do a little bit of focus on the old baseball. To 8 likes, I appreciate that. Just 2 away from the goal, from a half goal anyway. All right, we got a 0-2 count, or 1-2 count rather. Sorry about that. Stott up to bat, bases loaded, 2 away. Here's the pitch, and he fouls another one away. So we'll see another pitch. Count remains 1-2. Damage has already been done this inning, though, on the strength of 2 home runs, one by Schwarber, the other by Harper, both solo homers. 2-0 in favor of the Phillies. Base is full, though. Hey, thanks, baseball kid. Yeah, I'm glad the link's working for you. Yeah, those links work really good. This is probably one of the great. Oh, there we go. Good job to get out of a major bases loaded 1-out jam. Good job by the Tigers there. Not ideal with the 2 home runs. He left a couple bad pitches there. But, yeah, the Tigers can go get that back here this inning. Let's hope that they do. Tigers strand him loaded. Good job by Casey Mize. What am I doing? I don't even know why I took that out. It'll be Scope, Torkelson, and Willie Castro. Scope, Torkelson, and Willie Castro here in the top of the second. 2-0 Phillies. It's commercial break. I'll unmute it when the game pops back on. Pretty sure it was this morning. I'll go look right now. Let me go check. Let's see. There's like a lot of smoke with that in the last hour for whatever reason. Let me see. No, there isn't anything official anyway. Looks like it's just still in that kind of a rumor state there with the with that one. But it'll be Scope, Torkelson, and Willie Castro here in the top of the second. Final spring training Sunday of the I fucked that all up. Final spring Sunday of spring training. There we go. I got it right that time. It only took 3 tries. Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it'd be way bigger news if that would have happened. That'd be all over the place. That'd be the biggest story of the last day. Yeah, that's why I don't like to give out links to anybody. Everybody just leaves. And no one leaves likes or does any of that. That's all right. Is this going to come back on to air? Oh, there it is. Nope, that's wrong. Yeah. All right, there we go.
For second baseman in this game today, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Segura and Scope. Scope's got a rifle, too.
All right, 0-1 on Scope here.
Scope played a lot of.
I was going to say, the last update I knew on Odell was he was talking pretty, there was some back and forth with the Patriots going on. Nothing too serious right away, but the talks were going on there.
He's got that arm.
0-2 on Scope here. Nola back to the hill, trying to get another strikeout. He struck out the side in the top of the first. And Scope actually hits this one right to the center fielder. 1 away. Now up is Spencer Torkelson, who will probably contend for Rookie of the Year unless he just has a disastrous first year here. But, yeah, he was announced yesterday he would be part of the team this season. Not really so surprised with anyone. Only reason this man stayed so long in AAA last year was to avoid giving him service time this year so he could have a full spring training this spring despite the lockout. Which is probably why a number of your teams didn't call up any of their top free agents last September. No reason to just keep them down there.
So they don't have to play Brooklyn in the first round.
Because I was wondering, I was like, where the hell is Kreidler? Why hasn't Clemens been called? Like, why weren't all those guys getting called up for debuts?
Makes sense. Brooklyn's
And it's like, oh, that totally makes sense now. Do they call that a strike? No, okay, 1-1.
They're pretty tough.
One away here in the bottom of the second. Here's Torque.
They might be the best playing team ever.
Fouled back to the screen.
Fouled away, 1-2. That's pretty cool. They're letting Kyrie Irving play again. All because the Yankees season started up and the Mets season started up. And I think a number of their players don't have vaccinations. So guess what happened? They changed the rules. And I was like, damn, that's all it took, huh, was the Yankees showing up and like 6 of them guys going, yeah, it's and they just went, all right, we'll change the rules.
I think it was a foregone conclusion that he was going to be the starter.
Yeah, it's the Philly announcers. That's the problem with the Tiger. It's a Philly telecast. Tigers don't have any telecast on it. It's a beat of a bummer.
Fouls that off his leg. That's going to be painful.
No. We got to stop seeing guys foul fucking balls off themselves.
Bus ride to Lakeland after this one.
No.
We literally just lost a guy to that exact same thing.
It's a shin guard. Nope, got the knee.
Literally, our other top rookie was just took out by a foul ball off his foot. I hate foul balls like that.
To the
fouled it away again. Pretty good little at bat here. Has made him throw like 6 pitches so far. Kind of driving up that pitch count to at least get this guy out of the game, so we could maybe start scoring runs off the relievers or something.
I don't know if they did.
All right, so I'm trying to picture the press box. If they
all right, top of the second, 1 away, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Torkelson grounds another 1 away. Foul ball.
Because remember the main press box.
See, it sucks as a Tigers fan right now because I can't openly shit talk other teams' announcers when we got fucking,
Or if there was something they built it. No, I think it was for the GMs. I don't think they had anything there.
Forgot our announcer's name. He's not very good.
If they had stayed there,
Schwarber and Harper hit solo home runs in the bottom of the first. Outside 2-2.
Outside 2-2.
Good little at bat here by Spencer Torkelson. This will be pitch number 9 coming up. That's always good.
That was something to behold.
Yeah,
potentially shorten the start by about 10 pitches, or by about 6 pitches compared to what he was on the pace to do. Here's the pitch number 9, and he fouls another 1 away. So we'll see 10 pitches this at bat. The count remains 2-2, 1 away.
There's a turf.
Yeah, they see the Philly, and they also added Castellanos. The Phillies' offseason aims were add in only elite defensive players. This team will never commit an error in all of the season. Here's the 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch again. And that'll be down low, ball 3. Great at bat by Torkelson. Worked it full. We got him, it's full count now. 10 pitches. A lot of foul balls.
And the warning tracks are still the same.
Pretty good at bat here by the rookie Spencer Torkelson, future rookie of the year. And unlike Randy Arozarena, he's going to be an actual rookie. Not just a guy who's in like his 9th year in the majors and, just getting to.
3-2 to
Woo!
I don't think he retired him.
That ball's gone, baby.
That's his first home run of the spring.
Sheesh.
By the fan leaning over the
Let's go, Torque. We just seen the first one of the spring for Mr. Torkelson. He bombed it. On the 11th pitch of the at-bat, the dude threw him something right inside, and Torque just turned on him, belted it into the left center.
Sheesh. 4 or 5 pitches with 2 strikes.
He got every bit of that home run too.
Aaron has to put him away.
God, he's got such good power.
Pitches, 7 foul balls.
Jesus, that's such good power, guys. That's such a natural pop swing too. That ball just kept going. Drilled it out of the stadium. What's up, Daniel?
Well, Castro takes a strike 0-1.
But yeah, back to the Phillies. They only added in defense. Guys like Kyle Schwarber,
Paul Muller just
Nick
said,
Castellanos,
no sweets at
Bryce
Jack Russell.
Harper.
He said the team
That's all
throws
gloves in
outside
that
the
on
park,
that
which
team.
is one of the
They're
reasons
the
why
all
he
glove
never saw
team.
a game.
Willie Castro
Sean
grounds
Lee
out
and
2
Segura,
away.
who had him play perfectly. Now there are 2 outs.
No, Will's just done in the academy.
And
Nope,
here's
he's
Harold
just done with the
Castro.
academy stuff.
Special
Nope,
unit.
nope.
That Muller guy.
I think he's just doing the whole award thing now. I think he's done with that whole thing and like voting and going to these shows. I don't know. I don't really know what any of that means.
Castro's hitting
But my guess
this
is no,
spring.
he's still gonna make movies. But I think he's out the award part. Oh look, it's Eddie. He just says words to activate Winter Soldiers.
Strike 1.
Out the stream for a minute, then get a notification saying Torque homered. Let's go. Yes, Derek. Hell yeah. It was on his 11th pitch of an at bat too, where he worked the count full and fouled a bunch of pitches off. Very good at bat by Torkelson to homer on. 2-1 though is the score now after the solo homer by the rookie phenom Torkelson. Now up is Harold Castro, where he's quickly down 0-2 with 2 away.
I think I'd try to go back up there.
If he strikes out, he'll be the 4th strikeout victim of Nola this afternoon.
To Torkelson.
And got him.
He went around. Well, he did try it again, John. 4 strikeouts for Nola.
Sheesh.
He does allow a home run.
Tigers getting carved up, but hey, it'll cut the lead in half, though. Tigers were able to cut it in half. It'll be Moniak, Schwarber, and Segura. Moniak, Schwarber, and Segura here in the bottom of the second. 2-1 Phillies. Game is muted because it's a commercial break. Commercial break, so it's muted. It'll be Moniak, Schwarber, and Segura. 9-1-2 for the Phillies in the bottom of the second. They almost batted the fuck around last inning. That's crazy. It looked like he held his swing up, and they just kind of like retroactively decided he went anyway. They're kind of just like, well, it looked like he went. I don't know. They're kind of the umps aren't really playing with check swings this spring, I've noticed. The Phillies, Casey Mize got a questionable call last inning too. Mixed about Torkelson, I hope he gets a long-term deal. Oh, he will in a couple of years. Yeah, that's the beauty about baseball. You don't got to worry about that for 6 years. Unless you just decide to trade a player, like you just don't got to worry about their contract for like at least 4 to 6 years. Now you have to worry about arbitration and like paying the kid a little bit more money if he winds up outperforming like how much you're paying him. There's all that in there, but yeah, it'll be fine. I hope he breaks right out immediately so he can sign him to like a 10-year deal to like fucking 30 million, 300 like we thought, like, you know. I think that's what you mean. Like you're hoping we can just kind of like do what the Padres were able to do, or do what you know, some of these other guys with like the super young stars on their team just go, would you like a 10-year deal for $310 million? And they go, yeah, I'll take it. Oh yeah, I hope that's the situation. Then we have him till he's fucking 35, and then we get rid of him. You know that meme of the guy at a club who's just like lazily letting people go by as security? That's exactly what that was. That ump just looked at the glove and handed it back and went, I guess you don't got no cheating on you. Well, good job by Torque. Good job by Mize to get over and cover. 1 away. Now up is the start of the lineup here. Will be Schwarber with 1 away and a 2-1 Phillies lead in the bottom of the second. Yeah, for a little while. Yeah, we'll see Torque on a rookie. Yeah, unless he breaks out, hits like fucking 30 home, you know, does a Pete Alonso as a rookie type deal. And then you just long-term him. Hopefully he'd want to stay. That would be idea. Alrighty here. Now up is Schwarber, who homered in his first at-bat. So he's, you know, he's part of the reason his team has a 1-run lead here in the second. A lot of home runs in this game. 3 so far already. 2 for the Phillies, 1 for the Tigers. Here's the first pitch. And if he would have swung, that probably would have been a home run. 0-1. The centerpiece of the rebuild? Yeah, him or Riley Green. It's kind of, you can debate around either one. Oh, shit, okay. Thank you. If I ever forget, let me know. It's not muted in my ears, so, you know, because of the commercials and shit. I don't want people to have to deal with that. What do we got? 1-1? 2-1? Are they not doing the count very well right now?
Outside, 2-1.
2-1. I swear they've thrown more pitches than 4.
Pick overall, Torkelson, #1 pick overall. Both
Or 3
in the lineup
here.
for the Tigers.
It's not ball 4 or ball 3. Yeah. Sometimes the control of Casey Mize is not the greatest. 3-1 count here, bottom of the second. Mize is up. This will be pitch number 35 overall.
Like he can fall asleep.
3-2.
Bet he wishes he'd have
Full count.
took a pass at that one.
I was gonna say some of these pitches that Mize are throwing are just like.
I doubt it.
Ooh.
There you go, go a little.
Oh, he did. He just missed. Nice
sure
miss.
did.
They wanted that ball away.
Yeah, all 3 of those pitches that are kind of crowding the middle of the plate, those are 3 home run pitches. Well, I don't know what Casey's exactly thinking here. Popped him up. All right, there you go. Got away with it.
Travel out to shallow left field, or Willie Castro
and 1 away, or 2 away rather. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Now up is the number 2 hitter, Segura. Tigers had a lot of young guys for this rebuild. Torque, Green, Manning, Screwball, Mize, Badu, and more. Yeah. I'd argue you got guys like Kreidler waiting in the wings as well. You've got guys like Gregory Soto out in the bullpen, who's still very, very young.
Segura takes inside. He grounded out to second base.
Who do you think has the cleanest?
Low.
Shit, man.
What are you going after the game today? You going back to watch volleyball, or what are you doing?
No.
Come
back whenever.
We're going to play Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. I'll be back.
And then you're driving to Philly? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Probably the Tigers. I think their logo is just pretty classic.
Ground ball back to the box.
And I like simple uniforms in baseball. So
the Phillies are retired. 1-2-3. Here in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, nobody left.
I think just clean white uniforms with the logo on the front left pocket is pretty clean. All right, they'll go to the top of the third. Phillies do nothing there, really. They kind of go 1-2-3, which is nice for the Tigers. It'll be Garneau, Reyes, and Badu. 8-9-1 for the Tigers. So Garneau, Reyes, and Badu. 2-1 Phillies lead. Top of the third coming up here in a moment. Yeah, Padres have really nice uniforms as well. To me, it was between the Padres and the Tigers. I kind of like that the Padres have those brown uniforms. Something pretty unique for baseball. Hey, we're up at 11 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Doing pretty good. But it's a commercial break right now, so it's between the innings. Not much happening. Just going to do something real fast. Just grabbing something. What do you, A's? A's aren't bad, though. Seeing Tigers wearing home jerseys on the road and road jerseys at home, I'll be upset about it. Wait, are the Tigers doing that? Wait, where are they? When's that gonna happen? I hope that. Are they wearing grays at home this year? And there we go, game back on.
With MLB opening day pick'em See rules and enter at MLB.com.
MLB opening day, pick 'em.
I'm picking the Phillies.
Oh, if they do. Yeah, they'll never do that. They've been wearing white at home for way too long.
And we're not totally sure who they're going to face.
I feel like the Tigers' home uniform really hasn't changed much, except for literally like the way that they like wear the uniforms.
Who did Oakland get?
A couple prospects.
And to me, that's a sign you have a great uniform, right? Like if you don't ever need to change it from the day like you created it, is that a good uniform? Probably. If you have to change it up every few years, that's because it's a bad uniform. People aren't really fucking with it.
Although somebody just went on the injured list, they announced after the trade. There's a strike.
To me, I'm like, Detroit got it figured out from the first edition. They went, all right, we're going to go with white and the Old English D and this blue color on the front. And everybody just kind of went, yeah, that's solid.
Garneau went around.
That was like 100+ years ago. I don't know the exact history of when the Tigers donned the first, but like when you look up old Tigers uniforms, it's not very different from the modern one. It's the same kind of, light iteration. The fucking D and some in a white jersey shirt.
Clevenger.
Here's the 0-2 and
Up, left side.
looks like Garneau flew out to like the second baseman. The short middle. Two iconic to change. The Detroit D and the Yankees logo are part of the secondary logos for the MLB. I know. Yeah, I would say the Yankees, the Tigers, the Cubs have pretty much worn the same goddamn thing for forever. Boston's pretty much the same exact thing.
It is perfect.
Was not good yesterday.
Like certain teams, they just don't have to, like they can't change it, and they probably never will. They'll get City Connects, which are cool, but like they'll never like actually change anything. Again, like you said, way too iconic. White Sox, they were the Black Sox, so they've changed.
And our director Nick Marquetta, we didn't even know if they were going to show up for the game today. It was so
they're not even the original team name that they came as. They're a fake identity.
1-0 pitch. Ball's popped up foul and out of.
Yeah, I don't know their uniform history. I don't know if they wore a B or a D or Boston the whole time, or if it was Red Sox. But yeah, the Yankees and Tigers, arguably, and the Cubs are probably the most like. Yeah, we know whose logos those are. We know.
Up today.
They just didn't change shit from the start of them.
Foul balls.
Tigers probably have the best just plain uniforms. The Yankees got the best for the pinstripes.
Did you have it open the other day?
1 and 2.
You just didn't get it open.
Well,
it's heavy.
It is heavy. And
Ruben couldn't open his.
it was very windy, and I didn't want everything flying all over the
Tigers
place.
just have a classic logo. The fucking Old English D is probably just one of the cleanest logos too, because it's just like, god damn it.
Center field look that you're going to see in a second.
It's hard to find some. It's hard pressed to find someone be like, I just hate the fucking logo. Other teams are like, damn, I like their hats. Why? It's a fucking good logo.
I got mine open. I had to check though.
Yeah.
But I will concede I like other teams' logos a little more than the Tigers.
Show everybody how you checked real quick. See if we can get the camera back on. This
Dude, my man's just struck out looking bad. I don't even know. Who the fuck was that? Victor, man. No, this pitcher is really getting to the Tigers. I don't know what this is, but these dudes cannot hit this guy. I feel like he's got 6 or 7 strikeouts at this point. What's he sitting at right now? He's at 5 strikeouts in a fucking spring training game. This is embarrassing. 0-1 for Baddoo. Like, for example, I think Seattle's got a really dope logo. I like the Padres logo a lot more. Because in the San Diego Padres, if you look at it carefully, the S and the D intersect in a way that the middle of it is the Padres P. It goes like S, and then the way that they intersect, it actually says SDP on the hat logo.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Who's the part-timer?
I mean, Scott, the part-timer. I mean.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah. When Nola's on, he's like impossible to hit. He's pretty wicked movement, but that wicked movement can come back to backfire you on days where you just don't have it.
And the 1-2 from Noah.
Oh, that was filthy. Oh, that was absolutely disgusting. He's averaging 2 strikeouts an inning. It's pretty embarrassing. We're getting smoked up.
And after today, Johnny will be heading to Clearwater Beach to kind of soak in the rays.
All right. We'll be going to the bottom of the third coming up. It'll be Harper, Castellanos, and Real Muto. Harper, Castellanos, and Realmuto here in the bottom of the third. Commercial break, so I have it muted. 2-1, Phillies lead. That's the game update. The Mets just have a shitty version of the Yankees logo, in my opinion. It's just like a, it's like you know the thing where they're like, can we get the New York Yankees logo, Mom? We got it at home, and then it's just like the Mets logo sitting there. It's the same New York, but it's all just like curved and bent up and fucking yellow and shitty looking. Looks like somebody pissed and shit all over it and then straight and put it in the washer and dried it out in the dryer, and now you just got this weird broken ass looking Mets logo. Hilarious. Well, not hilarious that they're out. I hope they recover, but it's also like, oh, that's about the most Mets shit I think I've ever heard in my entire life. They are about the luckiest team I think in the history of Major League Baseball. Seems like every time they do some shit like that, it's just everybody gets hurt. The season collapses in on itself, or some turmoil happens, and the Mets just don't have a good year. They literally need to hire better trainers or something. I don't. At this point, it's like, what happened? How did you guys get cursed? How are you signing everybody, but yet you still can't win anything? It's quite baffling. Looks like the game's coming back on. Casey Mize back to the hill. He'll face Harper, Castellanos, and Realmuto again, just to remind you. And it'll be Harper who homered in his first at-bat, and he gets another hit. And that'll be down at least a double. Harper in with a leadoff double, so they'll have a runner at second to start off the bottom of the third. 2-1 Phillies, though. Let's hope nothing more comes of this. But Realmuto's up now.
That just shows you how strong Bryce is. That ball got in on him, and he just fought it off into the gap in left center. Look at this swing. He brings his hands.
That's the pitching history as elite. That Steve Stan says, stay aside from shitty bullpens they've had. Yeah, and like all their great pitchers always get hurt too. Like it's probably a good thing they didn't get rid of all their pitchers when they had like 6 or 7 really good ones, and now it's just down to like they only got DeGrom, and I think that's about it left. I think they might have Syndergaard left too, but he might be hurt. I remember when they had Syndergaard, they had Matt Harvey, they had DeGrom, they had all these young superstar pitchers. Now they got one guy left, and he's hurt now too. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Get a fastball. He might get a show-me fastball, but that's it.
Yeah.
That fell apart so quickly.
The show-me fastballs.
0-2 now on Realmuto. Or is this Castellanos batting? Oh, it's Nick.
Way upstairs.
Up high. 1-2 now for Nick.
For the game you have, Tom.
Thank
you.
you.
The waste fastball.
Thank you.
Now what?
Well, now he's going to throw him a slider.
Yeah, I would think. Shoot that baby the other way, Nick.
2-2.
Another show-me fastball. That's why pitch counts are up, Tom.
I think it's interesting that they play him to pull in the infield, and he told us the other day that he's still working on being a pull hitter.
Maybe they didn't read the article.
Well, could be.
Fouls it off his foot a little bit, or off his shin pad or whatever. Count will remain 2-2 with nobody out here in the bottom of the third, and a runner at second. Nick Castellanos up. Harper has the leadoff double, and here we are in the bottom of the third. It's 2-1 Phillies. So
Get out of the ballpark.
He did.
Hopefully they can get a out here. Without really the runner moving up, but
High fly ball to left center field.
yeah, that'll get the runner moved up probably.
Going back back. He got to the spot, makes the catch.
Well, maybe. I don't know. They might have a play at it. Let's see. No. Harper's a little too fast. Harper's a little too fast.
Good. 1 out.
All right, so runner gets over to third with 1 away. Now up is Realmuto. Now he's up, I'm pretty sure. They can't get this wrong twice.
Oh, gosh, yes. Charlie down there. Give him a little fist bump.
All right, now here's Realmuto.
He does. He loves that pullover, too. Here's Charlie.
1 away with a runner at third. Tigers hoping to get a strikeout here. Pretty much almost anything can score them unless they. Oh shit!
Bounced on the ground to second base, and Scope will throw out JT, so Harper can't score.
No, Harper is unable to advance. It was hit a little too sharply on the infield. Good job for the Tigers to bring the infield in a bit. And Gregorius is up with 2 away. Let's see if we can strand a leadoff double. This is probably one of your rare opportunities in this lineup to get like a reprieve from fucking constant threat of extreme power and hitting.
I don't know.
No, I think they were together again. Like, who did you coach with?
David Hollins.
Right. So
I don't know why they hate Realmuto.
Yeah.
When every other team would be. Oh, I think it hit him.
Pitch, so he'll take first.
Motherfucker, we hit the easiest guy to get out. All right, now up is Hoskins. Yeah, it wasn't on purpose, Didi. You know, nobody hits Didi Gregorius on purpose, you know. I think in the history of hitting people on purpose, Didi Gregorius has been hit less than me and purposely by pitches. I've never played in a professional game. Just in high school, I got hit a lot, and Little League, I got hit almost every at bat. It was some bullshit. When you crowd the plate, you get hit often, and also I talked a lot of shit. So
because you're annoyed too.
No, not annoyed. It's just, I guess it does chap you a little bit.
Oh, bad defense? Yeah, I mean, they should look at their entire, their whole team is bad defense.
Hoskins lifts it out towards center, playable for Baddoo.
Like, I get it that, like, they don't like how bad their defense is, but, like, their team committed to the bad defense when they get Harper, Schwarber, Realmuto, the whole Castellanos. Why aren't they bitching so hard about Castellanos, whose defense might be worse than like this whole team is just a hilarious bad bunch of defense. Like, there's gonna be a spell where the Phillies have like 4 or 5 errors in a game. It'll be some crazy looking shit like that where everyone's like, how in the world did we commit so many errors like this? I don't know, Caden. I don't think Philly fans understand the rare dichotomy of like the catcher position. If you have a guy who can hit and catch, that's a literal Hall of Famer. If you have a guy who can catch, he might get in the Hall of Fame if he can hit 200. But if he can hit, the catching is probably not going to be the greatest. It's like a rule with catching. It's like trade-offs. It'll be Grossman, Baez, and Scope. So 2, 3, and 4 for the Tigers. Let's see if they can get that run back. Good job to strand a leadoff double by Casey Mize. Really good job dealing with this. But see, the problem with the Phillies, good luck scoring with them when the season starts. It's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, we all may laugh at how bad their defense is, but will it matter when they're scoring 12 runs a game and every one of their lineup is homering on you? Not really. You know what I mean? It's like, you got a point there. Can you even keep up with their pace? I've seen several teams run bad defenses and win shit. Yeah, Didi's their best defender and their worst hitter. And I think they have like a couple of young outfielders who aren't the worst. But again, they're all like preferred hitters. I thought he was about to say something about those chicks that were sitting there with the big asses in the Phillies outfield. Guy's getting his head buffed by the Philly fanatic. I forgot that the Philly fans are all degenerates who love that fanatic thing. And then they got their cousins down in Florida, a whole degenerate state. The Fanatic's probably a goddamn icon at that Phillies spring training shit in Clearwater. Phillies box score is 13 runs, 17 hits, 20 errors. Yeah, they'll be an easy 5-error a game. There'll be games where you're just like, wow, I didn't even know it was possible. 0-2 to perform that poorly. Why does this feel so far behind? Hold on. 0-2. And that'll be strike 3. Man, Grossman's, that wasn't a good at-bat at all. Sheesh, Nola's up to 7 right now. All right, we'll go to Baez now. 1 away in the top of the 4th, 1 away here in the top of the 4th. 2-1 Phillies lead. Now up is Javier Baez. Tigers somehow won the bidding war for Baez in the offseason against a couple other teams. They all somehow win a bronze glove, made in dedication to them like the Ohtani rule. Yeah, like give him an MVP just because he pitched and played offense. Now, I get giving Ohtani the MVP because he like hit 50-plus home runs last year. But I hate that people are like, well, he also pitched. Yeah, but he hit, okay, then he hit 250. I don't want to hear about it. His average was god-fucking awful. So I'm going to start judging this guy. He can't really hit that well. He just hits a lot of home runs, you know. Power hitting pitcher. With defense. Yeah, he plays defense. Yeah. I don't know. I like Ohtani. I don't know. I just feel like he only won because he did both things last year. The pitcher DH rule. Yeah, I get it. I get that rule, but I also isn't that what they do in high school though too? Because, like, when I pitched in high school, because I sucked balls at hitting, I often was DH'd for. And then depending on how the things were going, I would actually, like, assume, like, I don't know. It seems like they're just being a lot smarter with it. Like, you can just kind of, if you pitch, you can just stay the DH. That's fine. That seems all right. Yeah, we got Baez. He grounded out there, though. Scope is up now because we needed a shortstop. It was between, like, Story, Baez, and Correa, I think is who they want. Foul ball. Shame. Hey, we're up to 13 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. We're slowly inching forward to the like goal. I guess there isn't really a like goal for spring training. Just we try to get to close to 20 as we can. Here's the 0-1 from Nola. 2 outs here in the bottom of or top of the 4th. Oh, that's out of play. 0-2 count now for Scope with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Tigers are trailing by 1. Oh, thirsty as a motherfucker. Hell yeah, Michigan. Or Tattoo Life. Should be a good ass season coming up. All right, here's the 0-2, and that's strike 3. Fuck. Dude, this dude's really getting 2 an inning right now, and it's brutal. All right, that'll be the third out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 still. It'll be Stott, Moniak, and Schwarber. 8-9-1 for the Phillies. 8-9-1 for the Phillies due up. Stott, Moniak, Schwarber. Stott, Moniak, and Schwarber. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 2-1, Phillies lead. Tigers are probably very excited to see Nola get the hell out of this game at some point. I like the Ohtani rule, but what are the odds another pitcher hitter? Yeah, it's literally it's a rule for one dude because he's the only guy who does it. Maybe another Asian player will come over and they'll have the same ability, but even then, it's like I doubt it. There's like 3 of those every like 150 years. 3 of them happen, and we're at the second one. We had Babe Ruth, we have Shohei, And now we've got the next guy who will come along. That's it. That's the long list of really good at what they did at both. And even Babe Ruth wasn't as good as a pitcher as Ohtani could be and is. What's up, Ven? Didn't Ruth quit pitching by the time he went over to the Yankees? Or did he pitch still while in New York? I know it was while he was in Boston he was pitching, but I don't really see any footage of him ever pitching much in New York. I could be completely wrong here. I could be blasphemous. But again, I'm not the greatest with sports history because I just, I don't really care for any of it. You got your season tickets already? Hell yeah. You got good seats? Well, I don't know. It's pretty hard to have bad seats at Comerica, in my opinion.
Fans 15 and older, receiver Bryce Harper, MV3.
An MV3? Isn't it an MVP? Oh, Bryce wears number... Oh, he wears number 3. I get it. All right, anyway, stats up. Rays up 4-1 on the Pirates. Can't tell you the last time I tuned into a Pirates game and saw them winning. Yeah, it's pretty... Well, when they play us, they do pretty good because the Tigers can't beat bad teams. But good teams, What does the count? 1-1 here. Number 8 hitter, Stott. They call him Butter Stott. 2-1 now on a ball that's a bit high and outside. You look like a pitcher. 2-2. Oh, they're talking about Casey Mize, yeah. The great, just expensive. Yeah, I would imagine so. Season tickets don't really sound super cheap. That should be strike 3. Oh, fucking bullshit. Dude, he's been giving that to... that's a bad call. That's a squeeze. Maybe just a great frame job by Garneau. I don't know. That should have been a punch out right there. All right, full count though. Leadoff hitter is Stott. 7th pitch of the at bat coming up, and he fouls that one away. So we'll go 8 pitches this at bat. And that'll be fouled away again. So we'll see 9 pitches this at bat, actually. So the count remains full at 3-2. Mini battle going on up here between Stott and Casey Mize. Vermooston is throwing heat. Hell yeah. Should be the first out of the inning. Good job by the Tigers to get the leadoff man put away. And now up is Moniak. The Moniak attack. Mitch Moniak and his bitch-made Pontiac. That's a cool last name. Rasmussen. Rasmussen. Is that how you say it? Is Rasmussen? That was awful. Oh, fuck. Was it 1 towel? 1-2? All right. 1-1. 2-1. That's incorrect what's showing on screen. I don't know why it's doing that. What up, Amir? All right, now it's 2-2. Now it's correct. Or kind of correct. They just need to throw like another ball up on there. But it's 2-2 with one away in the bottom of the fourth. Man. Why'd he just throw an inside pitch like that? It's a good piece of hit and fucking bad pitch. Can't wait for baseball. Yeah, same here. This when do you guys start? Friday or Thursday for the Cardinals? Well, my shit talking always backfires on me in baseball. Hey, here's another good example. 3-1 now. Phillies lead. We start Thursday. We play Friday. Friday afternoon at 1:00. Got to play the old White Sox. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Quick strikeout for Schwarber. Out on 3 pitches. You play the Pirates at 4:10. Oh, there you go. That's not bad. You gonna be able to go for that live for that game, or are you gonna be busy? All right. Here's the first pitch to Segura. Excuse me. Ball 1 to Segura. That probably should have been a strike. You're going live? All right. I'll make sure I stop in for a little bit, at least. I just have class literally from 5 to 7 on Thursdays, 5 to 7:50. So I think the actual entire duration of of the game, I'm going to not be able to tune in. I have one of my 2 classes on Wednesday or Thursday. This pitcher, Nola? Yeah. Padres start Thursday. Excited, but it'll feel weird. We aren't starting in San Diego, but we got a easy deep. Oh, yeah. It's starting in Arizona. It's just like extended spring training. So, hell yeah, Caden. Eduardo Rodriguez, I think, is getting the opening day nod. I'd imagine, anyway. Could be Casey Wise, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Nah, Friday. I don't think he's starting. He'll probably start Saturday. Mr. Mize. Because that'll be 5 full days of rest. And they're letting him pitch today, so clearly they're letting him gas it up again a little bit today because he's about to throw his 75th pitch. He's got a full count right now to Segura. So full count here with 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. 3-1. Phillies lead on another solo homer. This one by Moniak. Fouls away that pitch. Watch this game until probably like the top of the 7th. Then I'm probably going to dip out. Mainly just because I don't really want to watch when the teams start putting in the scrubs. We kind of know how that goes. It gets boring as shit. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Let's head to the bottom of the 5th. Or wait. What fucking inning was it? Oh, yeah, we're going to the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th, rather. Oh, I didn't unmute it. My bad. Anyway, I haven't muted anyway. We're heading to the top of the 5th, so it's kind of irrelevant. Commercial break. It'll be Torkelson, Willie Castro, then Harold Castro. Torkelson, Willie Castro, then Harold Castro. Top 5th coming up. Yeah, I lost track of the innings. I don't know. Seems like the only games I've been able to get is when the Tigers have been home lately for spring training, so it's been kind of weird. But top of the 5th coming up, it'll be Torkelson and then the Castros. Man, this game is moving along pretty good. We're an hour, 10 minutes into it, and yeah. I was actually on time to start my stream, at 1:05 even. I I might have been like a minute late because if it's 2:15 right now, we're at 109:45 for the total stream, so 1 hour and 9 minutes and 45 and now 50 seconds. I was about a minute late to the start of the stream. Not bad at all. Nolo is still pitching, so we'll probably see. Yeah, once you see the pitchers leave is probably when we'll start to see the players start to dip. The break from streaming, yeah, it helps to kind of reset. I've been taking days off instead of streaming every day. Like if I just don't have anything to stream about, it's been a lot easier just not going live. Like tonight, obviously we have I'm gonna have my NFL show tonight, but I do 2 of those a week, and then the rest of the days are pretty questionable except for like Tigers games. Tonight, 8:30. Between 8 and 9 or 8:30, 9 o'clock. Probably 8:45 is going to be when I start it. And then, yeah, it'll be like a 2-hour thing. I think tonight's thing is going to be NFL free agency. Like, where's everybody going to wind up?
Monday, April 11th at 6:45 with the Irish
Everybody talks about who goes where, but I think it'd be fun to discuss like who's left in the free agency pool, what major free agents remain, and where might they wind up is kind of the aim of tonight's episode.
And Max Scherzer has a hamstring issue that he's dealing with.
And other news, just kind of random discussion.
We won't see DeGrom, but we don't know if we'll even see Scherzer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's like fucking 13 really good free agents left, and it's kind of like, well, okay. So there's still excitement to happen despite free agency being already fucking super exciting.
The DeGrom one.
And then we'll talk about other moves in free agency that we're still expecting, maybe trades from certain teams or. This, that, or the other.
Well,
I still expect the Patriots to trade away Nelson Aguilar now. So, like, that's something to think about. Could a team like the Colts want to take a shot at Nelson Aguilar? They have plenty of cap space. They don't necessarily have any really solid receivers.
1 ball and 1 strike. There's a fastball on the inside.
That'll be strike 2. 1 and 2 count here. The Phillies are warming up a guy.
Couldn't finish Torkelson last time up. Got ahead 2 strikes. He fouled off how many pitches?
Yeah.
And then decided to hit.
Yeah, Gilmore's another guy who's been signed. He's been drawing rumors and interest from the Chiefs, the Bills, the Panthers.
Up to come in. On the mound, he's just throwing in the pen.
I think the Buccaneers have kicked around the tires on that one a little bit.
I don't know. Maybe they're seeing if he can be the 14th pitcher on the roster.
Emergency.
2 and 2. Yeah. Foul ball for Torque.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Noah so far 8 strikeouts.
That Flaherty, yeah.
The pitch, curveball hit sharply.
Pitcher, what a fucking good play at third.
Across the diamond in time for the first out.
We got the one good play the Phillies will make all game. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, the home run's the only ball that's
all right, 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Now up is Willie Castro.
Like you said, that one long at bat by Torkelson to hit the solo homer, but other than that,
yeah, Jags might not actually be a bad team. Doug Peterson did quite a bit of work to get the team looking a lot better than it was last year. Sure, they didn't sign like A-plus players, but it's the fucking Jaguars. They're not going to be able to. The fact that they were able to bring in such a haul of players, even if they overpaid, that's good for Jacksonville, in my opinion. Castro just fouled out.
Behind home plate, Real Muto.
Yep. God damn it. 2 down here in the bottom of the top of the 5th.
Oh man, Harold Castro is the hitter.
Gotta check something real fast.
Castro struck out at his first plate appearance. Just a bit outside. That's the 60th pitch of the day.
Think this is it? No one warming up.
I think he's being stretched to 75 today.
All right, here's the 1-0 is fouled away, 1-1.
Joe always throws a neighborhood number at you. You know what I mean? Like they're going to try to get to X or Y, but you know the
as long as everything doesn't blow up on them, they should be a lot better. 1-1 here for Harold Castro with 2 away in the top of the 5th. 3-1 Phillies lead on 3 solo homers by Moniak, Harper, and Schwab.
Not the pitches.
Or Schwarber, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Gary Jones lets that one go by.
Tigers have one of their own for a run. That's a solo homer, and that's Torkelson.
Going to be the first base coach for the Tigers this year.
That's the game. It's been a quick game outside of that.
3 infielders on the right side, and the count 1-2.
This is a little high. Some guys don't hit high balls very well. Here's the 2-2.
Curveball pulled on the ground softly to first.
We got a guy there.
Yeah, we do.
Friggin' curveballs.
If it is it for Nola, it's 5 really good innings. But he may be out. Phillies on top.
Gotta mute it. All right, it'll be Harper, Castellanos, and Realmuto. Harper, Castellanos, and Realmuto. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Harper, Castellanos, and Realmuto. Ooh, 3-1 Phillies after 5. Well, after, I guess, 4.5. That's how it's going, you know, kind of measures out. Mai's still expected to be pitching, it looks like. Pretty crazy. They're giving him quite a few pitches. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm pretty ready for the fact that spring training is coming to a close this week. I think Wednesday is the Tigers' last day, and I think they play like the Orioles or the Blue Jays or some shit. Tampa scored. What are they doing? Yeah, they're up 5-1 on the Baller Blue Jays. Much expected. Well, I mean, it's not expected. I mean, the Blue Jays or the Pirates are one of the top 5 teams in baseball, in my opinion. But I don't have a mainstream sheep opinion. It's like, no, dude, they're just objectively a bad team. It's just there's no conspiracy. It's like, nah, I know the Pirates are canceled or whatever it is that people like to say. Right, everyone says the Pirates are bad. They were really just canceled. That's all it is. They're a victim of cancel culture. The Pirates are.
Tom McCarthy, there's the Zach Wheeler batter.
If they weren't canceled, they'd be the best team in baseball, but they got canceled by the woke liberals and retards and all that and whatever.
To win it. 14 play a third game to 15, so it's 15-12.
Oh, canceled.
Harper golfs one to deep right field, and it is off the top of the wall. Did he catch it? He caught it.
Oh!
Man. Well, that's where the wind played a factor.
No, it wasn't. The ball got robbed.
How about the way that
Bryce Harper's home run. Bryce Harper just got canceled by the outfielder.
Look at Harper.
Haha. Freaking Nazi. You fascist Nazi Bryce. No, just
and the fact that he was able to right here. Look at that. Ready?
That ain't right.
Oh, the ball just died. That's all it was. It wasn't even that big of a rob. It just died in the air.
I think Bryce did too.
That's funny.
I like Bryce Harper.
So
I hope you guys understand. I'm just fucking around. I'm just bored.
And Michael Fulmer is going to be the new pitcher.
All right, they're going to pull Casey Mize there.
We mentioned that the wind is coming in. That's why those home runs.
All right, now Michael Fulmer is going to come in and pitch. It looks like they're going to go ahead and pull Casey. Been a pretty good day. Threw way too many balls, though.
Yeah, it is.
Phillies are on top 3-1.
Yeah, he got canceled by Victor Reyes. The wind canceled, my man.
I got an executive of a net.
All right, commercial break. Well, I'm not even going to have to mute it. I forgot it just goes to commercial break in progress. It's a commercial break, though. It'll unmute as soon as it kind of gets back going here and whenever Michael Fulmer's all warmed up. Good play by the Tigers defense to keep their eye on that ball and not let the illusion of the home run trick them. So it'll be 1 away with a 3-1 Phillies lead. What's up, Paul? Yep, Phillies lead 3-1. Yeah. Bottom of the 5th, Castellanos is up against Michael Fulmer whenever it comes back on. So far, so good today, I would say, for the game. Pitching has been pretty timely. You know, Mize has looked good when he's needed to. Or at least, been able to stifle it a bit. Probably like 8:30, 8:45, like in that time range. Manaea trade? What did the Padres have to give up? But yeah, I think so. Let's say Manaea is a pretty good pitcher. And having to contend in that NL West, you're going to need some pretty good arms. Yeah, it'll be like, yeah. Do the free agency talk and... All right, we're just waiting for the inning to start back up. Number 23 and 12. Oof, that's a bit steep. Sheesh. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I guess the Padres are in like an all-win now mode.
Starting with the Mets series on April 11th.
Golf talk. I don't know anything about golf.
Order now at phillies.com/flash sale. Casey Mize was just pointing and laughing.
The best golfer to me is still Tiger Woods. And I don't even know if he golfs anymore. I think that man's like dead or something. Last I knew, he nearly died in a fucking car accident where he went like, I don't know, like 800 miles an hour down the road and like flew 40 feet off the road when he crashed. That Tiger Woods car accident shit was crazy when you think about it. Is he dead? Did he die from that? No, he lived. I think he's all retarded though now, so I don't even fuck with golf anymore.
Fulmer last year.
So I honestly have no. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. It's how little I follow golf.
It was a really good start.
Oh, I know he's not dead. I corrected myself. Isn't he like a cripple now?
For the Tigers.
Like he barely works. 3-0 count here for Harper. Like he gets pushed around in a wheelchair and he was to blow into it to move it. Didn't that happen? If you're watching golf, I understand people like golf. I just, it's never hit me right. Yeah, I know. I seen his son play with. Never mind. You know what? I think I seen him play with his kid. No, that was before he crashed his vehicle. Yeah, so I don't even know what I'm looking. Is he crippled now? Am I thinking of somebody completely different?
And he's down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Boy, the second strikeout.
Oh, I fucked up again. I mixed up the Terry video and Tiger Woods. In my head, you know the video of there's this guy in a wheelchair, and it's like the 4th of July, and they're lighting off fireworks, and the guy's name is Terry, and he gets stuck in the fireworks going off. And he's like, "Oh, Lord Terry." And I thought he was saying Tiger in my head for a minute there. So I'm like, pretty sure I saw a video of Tiger Woods in a crippled chair getting blown up by fireworks recently, too. That shit was hilarious. And the guy was going, "Oh, Lord Tiger," but it was Terry. I almost made myself look really stupid on that one.
So is Fulmer now just a bullpen guy? Or?
You worked at a golf club for a while? Yeah, it would probably be pretty fun.
Towering.
Yeah, put it in reverse, Terry. I thought he was saying Tiger in my head for a second there. I was like, yeah, I seen a video. I swear to God that was Tiger Woods in that wheelchair. I could have the lore in my head is a lot funnier than what actually happens in reality. I think sometimes it's like, oh, it's a lot funnier world to live in.
Curveball, and that's outside.
You know what it is? I think it's because Tony Hawk has like the most normal like shit ever happened to him. Fulmer doing pretty quick work. He's got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Now up is Gregorius. Or no, who the hell is this? God damn it. Romuto gets another single. What up, Kenny? I'm going to go get some soda right now. I'm tired of drinking water.
Yeah, that'll bring Didi Gregorius
to drive a dope cart. Yeah. And then you get one of them golf carts that are covered in mattresses and like a steel cage, and you just let people drive the golf cart at you, and you fucking flail your horn as they're going, so they just keep firing them.
You know, you hear people say, "Hey,
Like, you fucking nerds."
If you're gonna get a hit, you like.
Though that's my favorite device is the unpenetrable golf cart with the fucking vacuum on it. That people just some assholes just driving around picking up golf balls. The guy's a fucking pimp.
Outside of
Oh, I don't think I can leave quite yet.
first base line, Torkelson says he has it.
Yeah, he does.
Makes the catch.
What a play by Torkelson. I'd really want to go get some soda right there, but it's going to be a
runs,
commercial
one
break.
hit. One man left. Pretty good play by Torkelson.
That's unfortunate.
5 of the Bucks here in Clearwater, Florida. They'll get some
Just
time.
a young future rookie of the year doing what future rookie of the years do best, play great defense and offense. Garneau, Reyes, and Baddoo do up here in the top of the 6th. Top of the 6th coming up. It'll be Garneau, Reyes, and Baddoo. Yeah, every other game that started at the same time as us is just now going into the 5th or bottom of the 5th. The Tigers are like, we're going into the top of the 6th. A fast game. This is a preview of the regular season. Getting fucking mowed down in the... Yeah. But again, you know, at some point the Tigers are going to start pulling all their starters. It's probably... what is this? Oh, actually, I don't know. They might keep these guys in for a minute. They like to get everybody at least 3 at-bats. But Boston's up 5-1. Yankees and the Jays are tied at 5. Mets are up 6-4. Every other team is like scoring crazy runs in the preseason except the Tigers. Houston's up 5-0. Tampa's up 5-1. Minnesota's up 5-0. Detroit's down 3-1. See, like it's like what? We got good pitching, you know, or at least we're not getting blown out like all the other teams that aren't scoring. Getting fucking ragdolled, cum dumpstered. Nola's still pitching, it looks like, for the Phillies. It'll be Garneau, Reyes, and Baddoo. Just to think, not too long ago, the Tigers were bad. Tigers haven't been good since 2015, man. That's a long time ago. They're good again now. I would say they're I don't know if they're mid. They're a rising team with numerous young stars. You know what team is mid? The Rangers. That's a mid baseball team. That's a team that has, other than 2 good players, there's nothing really going on there.
We're moving on to the top
Ain't
of the
no one
6th
super
inning.
excited for the
Aaron
Texas
Nola's gonna
Rangers
begin
this
his 6th
season.
inning of work. He has 8 strikeouts through
They're pretty
5.
easy to predict,
He's
right around
allowed just a
500,
home
maybe a
run
little
to
better,
Spencer Torkelson.
maybe a
That's the
little
only hit
worse.
today.
Tigers are a giant question.
And Garneau
Who
leading
knows?
it off.
I'd put them towards the bottom of
No
the
other
good
changes
teams,
for the Phillies.
if that makes any sense.
Carl
They're like one of the
Schwarber-
worst
Kyle
good
Schwarber
teams, but
was out.
I would say they're
Got
better
back
than a
home.
lot of the bad teams.
Former catcher.
Yep. Tyler Carr is
But they
moving up
have
the
a
whole
direction
list.
they
This may
could
be
go.
one
Like they have an
that's it
obvious
for
future,
Nola,
in my
part of that
opinion.
whole up and down.
How do these just get loud?
Great.
Way to play along, Johnny. Garneau popped out to shortstop his first time up.
I don't understand how my headphone just gets louder and louder during the stream.
Just outside. 1-1. When's the next volleyball match start?
Well,
It's got to go right after, right? Maybe a little bit of a break.
3.
25 minutes from now.
Nope.
Little spinner.
That's coming
Yeah, there's
back.
just I don't. Rangers are just middle of the ground.
Kick it. Lenny Randall.
Yeah, Rangers are just like a mid-tier. You know, it's just like, wow, there's the Rangers for you.
Such a nice guy.
They're pretty good.
No, Reese. Just, you know.
What do we got? 1-2 count here for Garneau. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Phillies lead 3-1. Phillies up 3-1 here, top 6. Nobody out. Garneau's up 1-2 count. Nola's still on the bump.
Back in the 20s.
It's 42 degrees where I live. It's fucking cold still. Awful. I literally can't wait for I think in 3 days it's supposed to be 50, 60 degrees
Yeah,
again,
1-2
which would be
pitch.
really nice. I don't even know if it's that long. I'm pretty sure Michigan's about to have a heat wave. I've seen on a map that hot weather's coming, and I'm quite excited about that. I'm fucking tired of this. You're watching Maverick versus Bucks. It's going back and forth. Hell yeah. I forget there's like a few things on. What isn't the women's Final Four on today? Or the women's national championship? And men's? For college basketball? Feels like a busy sports Sunday. I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah. See, the dude just started walking back to the dugout.
As he gets Garneau looking for the first out here in the 6th inning.
Reyes is up with one away.
And Victor Reyes is due up. Here comes Caleb Cotham. So that's going to be it for Nola. So it's not about the number of pitches. It's about
supposed to get to 91. Jesus.
Up and down.
5 of the 9.
No, UNC beat Duke.
Right.
That's a beautiful thing. That means
which is good. Coach K's reign of terror comes to an end.
So he is set to go and ready for opening day. Weather won't be exactly the way it is today.
A guy who's literally a really good guy, a really good coach, just he's getting shit all over for no reason.
Nice round of applause for the fans who've come to watch him.
Well deserved.
This is the last strikeout that he recorded. Great command this afternoon.
Yeah, it was cool to see Duke
here in the
lose.
6th, we got a pitching change.
But again, that means it's going to be Kansas or North Carolina that wins it, so it's not like it's fucking any better. It's like, oh boy, yeah, just 3 of the most toxic teams possible get to win it. All right. And if Duke would have been it, it's like the 4 worst opportunities. Yeah, Kansas is winning the whole goddamn thing. Yeah, it's probably not even going to be close. I'm pretty sure Kansas is winning by like a lot. When did they play? Let's see. Championship. See, the women play at 8. When do the men play? Tomorrow? I'll just look it. When is the college national championship? Men's is tomorrow. Tonight's is women's. That's what I thought it was. All right, thank you. That's what I thought. I thought it was usually like on a Monday or some shit. All right. Who's pitching for them now? It's gonna be Jonathan Hennigan. Hennigan. Not even gonna try to say his name. It's John H is pitching for the Phillies now. Mr. John H. Nola was really good today. Struck the shit out of us. Tigers couldn't do anything against him. Reyes will be up with 1 away here in the top of the 6th. New pitcher in for the Phillies.
He had that change up right there for a strikeout. That 2-seamer that he seemed to command really well today against both righties and lefties to get strikeouts looking.
All right.
Would have to think that he has to be going into Friday's start feeling
Classic college championship games in the middle of the week, basketball and football. Yep.
70 pitches. We said they wanted him to be around 70.
Yeah, I have no idea why college does that. They'll like set everything up on weekends and they'll be like, all right, we're gonna have our games on a Monday. What? We're having a championship on fucking Monday at 4:33 p.m. What's with the weird start times? Everybody's got class otherwise. We have to do it this time. It's just class. It's weird. All right. It's not even that because nobody goes to class on those teams anyway, except for like 3 guys. 2-1, and the guys who aren't going pro probably as well. They might actually go to class. I think they might understand what the point of the free education is. But other guys are like, listen, I'm only here because I have to be. There was a better way to go pro. Do you really think my ass would be in this institution? Good point. Just do you. I feel bad for college athletes because it's like, seriously, there needs to be a better way than pretending to care about college school. That'll be ball 4.
It's the first walk issue today.
All right, ball 4. That'll put 1 on, 1 out here for the Tigers. Now they have the tying run at the plate with Akil
who has struck
Baddoo.
out twice and is probably happy that Aaron Nola's out of this game.
This guy pitching looks like the YouTuber Moist Critical. Just like a way buffer version, like more face fat
Seeing anyone other than him.
and way taller, but like facially, it's almost a dead
Strike
ringer.
one would be a good pitch.
Strike one would be good. Set the tone.
There's Jonathan Hennigan.
And a
Yeah,
fastball
I mean,
on the
look
outside
at the
corner.
guy.
It's 0-1.
Looks like a weird, like a really muscular version of
It
him.
just makes life so much easier if you throw strike one.
All right, 0-1. Lefty here pitching. Let's see what we got. And
Fly ball left
Baddoo
field.
goes the other way with it. That ball's gone, baby.
Back toward the wall,
No, wait.
and
Yeah.
it carried right on out of the ball.
The hilarious part was Nick Castellanos was going back like he was going to jump at the wall, right? This dude was fucking 12 feet down the line from where it was going to, like, okay, the ball went over, like, say the ball went out of bounds, like, right, the ball went over, like, right here, right? It went, boom. Nick's way over here trying to jump at the wall. Look at this. This, he jumps at the wall here. The ball goes out about, like, goes over for a home run
Yeah,
about 10 feet this way.
drive from Lakeland.
It's like, man, Nick, you misjudged the shit out of that ball, man. What are you doing? But yeah, the Tigers have tied it up at 3 with the solo homer by Baddoo. As I said, Baddoo represents the tying run, and he hits a home run.
Yeah, that ball's traveling out there to left today. I didn't think he got all that one out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I actually knew that Aaron Judge was from, like, a nowhere town. I actually, for some reason, know it's from, like doo-doo, California. It's like the same thing as Josh Allen. They both come from really weird little, like, North Cali towns, right? It's that them weird Northern Cali people.
Phillies took Hennigan out of Texas.
2 away here. Top of the 6, 2 away. Now up is Baez.
What is that movie?
I'm going to go get a soda.
When the guy took over and they had to just beg people to come play football.
Which was it? Was it North Texas State or something like that? I don't remember.
I think what's his name? Scott
Bakula
was the quarterback that they came and got, and he was like 20 years older than everyone.
I think that was Necessary Roughness, John.
Yeah. Female place kicker.
You're right. Kathy Ireland.
Is that who that was?
Yes. It was Texas State University, the Fighting Armadillos.
Yeah.
Man,
Great movie.
Your memory is just hysterical. Swing and a miss by Baez.
Yeah, with everything that's gone out of my brain.
Damn,
why would that stay in it?
Really?
There's something wrong.
Or right, depending on how you look at it.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
think
Tigers,
that
yep.
information
Yeah, Derek, Tigers were able to do a little bit of a
latter
comeback here.
years is something that
What if you
Thankfully,
went
they
on
brought in a better
on
or a
game
worse
show or
pitcher.
something
2 and
like
2.
that? Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you did,
maybe I'll have recall.
they're not called the.
We doing on the
Armadillos,
likes.
though, in real
Hey,
life.
we're at 18 likes. I appreciate that. Looks like we might
Just
hit the
a
like goal
make-believe.
anyway. I appreciate you guys. Oh shit, where the hell's the
2
game
balls,
at?
2
I
strikes.
lost it.
Balls hit on the ground, left side. Segura's
Should be
up with
the third out of the inning. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Hoskins, Stott, and Moniak. Hoskins, Stott, and Moniak here in the bottom of the 3rd or bottom of the 6th coming up.
it. Middle of the 6th inning. Tigers 3, Phillies 3.
Well, we'll see. As long as they keep the players, then I'll do the whole game. But if they start pulling their players like hotcakes, I'm not watching the fucking prospect game of let's struggle to throw strikes. That's the main reason I don't like watching prospect baseball. Is because of the dude, Baltimore is getting no hit again. Dog, this is like the second time I've seen the Orioles get like no hit deep into the spring training. This is bad. This tag shouldn't even never be active in a spring training game. No, this is the second time the Twins have had one, by the way. I think Pittsburgh was the other one, not Baltimore. But I think Minnesota was the common thread in both of them. I think I'm mixing a couple things up. But do you guys remember like a couple weeks ago when Minnesota, I believe it was Minnesota doing this to somebody. That's crazy. Jose Cisneros coming in to pitch for the Tigers. I just seen, as you can see here. And here. And here. Big Sizz. It'll be Hoskins, Stott, and Moniak. Hoskins, Stott, and Moniak here in the bottom of the sixth. Tie game, 3-3. Tigers tie it back up on a 2-run homer by Akil Baddoo. Yeah, the Orioles have been bad my whole life. I'll be honest. I don't know of the. I think the Orioles had one good season in my entire life. And maybe like before I watched baseball before the 2000s. But I've been watching baseball since like 2003, and they've been shitty every year. Like literally my entire baseball watching life. I think I missed all the good Orioles baseball in the 90s because I was like a baby. You know, when Cal Ripken was there and shit. Motherfuckers sold their soul for Cal Ripken Jr.
That extra, you know, getting up another inning, we want to make sure he's
yeah, they're an easy win.
His movement was really good today.
Yeah, and
I bet you another team that's going to be really easy to beat up this year is going to be the Indians, or the Guardians rather.
We really liked what we saw.
I gotta get used to their new name.
He finished with.
They're on pace to be like dramatically a bad team.
He's pretty good.
That's deception, is what that is, John.
What is going on?
Yep. Good movement too, though. You know what I like too? He threw his two-seamer to both righties and lefties.
Yeah, I love.
You guys want to know what's crazy?
Because sometimes those
for no reason, I'm having a video that's getting 100 views every like 30 minutes.
And give up. You know, they could give up on
it's good for me because, you know, my Parker video got traded to the Patriots video is sitting at 700 views. The first 18 hours that video was up, it had like 70 views. I went to bed, it was at like 580. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Am I back in the algorithm somewhat?
What did you say to him? I mean,
and then and now I got like 30 views on my Gore retired video. So I'm like, oh, all right, back to reality.
I think it's consistent location. Right? I mean, we've seen him strike out 11 or 12 guys in a game. And then there's other games where he's missing a little bit and they're fouling pitches off and getting the long counts. And, you know, then there's some damage done. So it's just finishing the hitter. He adjusted a little bit. He's standing a little taller on the rubber and not sinking as low. Oh,
that's way up there.
And that'll be a fly out. One away
Castro
and
makes the grab.
And that's what Caleb and they have worked on. And, you know, you hope it pays true dividends for him. You tried to get him more to where he wasn't. You know, they talked about 17 and 18. You know, he was sitting on that back leg a little bit more the last couple of years. And we tried to, you know.
All right, what do we got? Stott is up now with one away.
Joe, you know what I think, too, was impressive with Aaron is, you know, last year, admittingly from him, he had trouble putting guys away once he got 2 strikes. He had that situation with
pretty sure the
Torkelson
Orioles
where
beat
he
the
had 2
Tigers in the
strikes,
playoffs
a
in
bunch of foul balls,
2013.
and then eventually the home
What, in a
run.
game?
But then that was it. He settled
or in the
and
series.
like, okay, that's out of the way. Now let's focus on what we got.
And again, that literally does not change anything I said. I think I said, and I quote, the Orioles have only had like one good season my entire watching, maybe one. I think I said maybe one good season, and that kind of just solidifies
my guess is the fastball he threw that he hit the
what
run didn't
I
get
said.
in as far as he wants, and sometimes 3-2 it's tough to do that.
The dude's like, what about the 2013 season technically?
Right?
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, you win, man. You win this one. I'm right 18 out of 19 years, but
very well.
You can have your W. You win the argument, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, they were good one time since the 90s, but hey, you know, you got me, I guess.
That bat dies a hero, right?
This ball forward of Bryson Stott. So, Joe, I know that yesterday Wheeler got to throw. Wasn't in a game, but
you know what their one good season is called? An anomaly. They're a shitty team and a shitty franchise, and they always will be. It's the Orioles. They're a bad team. They're like the. They need to be moved from Baltimore, so they have a chance at becoming a good team. Just like the Guardians need to be moved from Cleveland. The Athletics need to be moved far away from Oakland and their owner. Well, now I don't even know if you got to lose the locations, actually. More they just got to fire get rid of these owners.
I try to look at both sides. It may end up helping
like,
guys, right? They're not built up so
and the Red Zoner, too. All those guys need to be, like, let go of their baseball teams because, like, it's a shame.
We want to keep going.
Those 4 teams, I think, have a combined payroll of like $82 million this year.
1 ball, no strikes to Moniak. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. He went pretty good the other.
Like, that shit's sad. You guys got less money than the fucking Rockies
and that was
do.
a good at bat too. You know, he fouled off.
And nobody wants to play for Colorado. And they spend less money than the Rockies. It's crazy. If the Guardians, Athletics, Reds, and I think even the Orioles, Marlins can be included in this one as well. If those like garbage ram baseball teams actually spent money on their good players when they hit free agency, they'd all be powerhouses. The Guardians would be one of the best teams in the American League. I mean, look at some of the teams they've had. And just everybody leaves.
You know what, Joe? When
it just keeps going. I don't know.
The couple games that I've done, he looks.
Here's the 2-1.
Like
shit.
Now this could be trouble.
Yeah, that could be trouble.
Yeah.
Castro, it's trouble. Yeah.
It snuck out.
I've seen John do that too, right? And I called that pitch as well.
I've seen him do that.
No, that's Moniak's second home run of the day too. Piece of shit.
Well, that's a pretty good swing.
I don't know, Derek. It might have been. He might be right. I'm not trying to be like rude or anything about that, Derek. I'm just saying.
Oh, I thought it was way gone. I did too.
They're mostly bad, you know that. Have the Rockies been any good since you watched baseball? A few times, not really. I think they were. I think they have like one good playoff run, if I'm not mistaken, in the last like 20 years. And I think they made it all the way to like the NLCS or something, and then they got the shit beat out of them by like the Dodgers or something. They almost made a World Series run. I remember that. Almost. Once.
More physical this year, right? It's like he's starting to fill out a little bit, and I said to him today, I said, you got to keep your weight up, and you got to keep your strength up, and it's paying huge dividends.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, it's giving you options too, Joe. I mean, in a lot of ways.
There have been some teams that have just been bad my whole life.
And can play against righties and lefties, but if you need to, you have a guy that's
again, the occasional flare-up season isn't really indicative of anything. It just kind of points to a fluke year.
Right, and we're opening up.
Seattle's usually really bad.
After a normal spring training, as many games as they can play.
Yeah, they're another team that's been really bad usually.
I think the depth of our
just watch WrestleMania Night 1 and WWE letting Cody Rhodes use Kingdom as his entrance music. And yeah, I seen that. I was watching some of WrestleMania last night. That was pretty cool.
So I really like what we've done here.
Joe, I
wonder if they're going to give him an immediate title push.
To those guys like that might be platooning and, like you said, playing all those.
It's cool that they let Stone Cold wrestle a match last night. That was pretty cool.
How many guys have you seen that they break camp with the team?
Pretty big moment that Kevin Owens got to do the match. It's how much trust they have in that guy to work a match with a guy who really can't take that kind of high impact anymore.
Right from the beginning, as much as you
2-2 count here now. 1 away. 5-3 Phillies on a 2-run homer by Moniak. Schwarber's up with a 2-2 count.
Because at some point that you're going to need everybody, and probably more than you even got here, right? I mean, that's the nature of this game. Because
tonight's probably a little bit better night, I would say.
You start being able to move guys around and keep them fresh, and I think they're more productive offensively. They move better.
Yeah, he left the WWE. Cody Rhodes did, kind of remade himself, and now he's like a megastar.
He takes low, ball 3. Joe, has this sped up spring training?
Yeah, Derek, you know what I mean. There's just a number of teams that have just been bad since you've been watching. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, why can't these shit teams that actually get good players do anything? Like the A's should never be bad at baseball. What's up, Don? They should have just a fucking factory dynasty going on over there with the way they draft and acquire players and know when to cut the rope and. Yeah, Charles. Yeah, he left WWE. Started AEW, became a megastar, and came back.
Right, but you didn't have to play 162 games. I mean, that's the
2 away in the bottom of the 6th here.
Caleb's getting rung here. Let me give him his walkie-talkie. But I think position players will a lot of times tell you that they don't need all these at bats. 60 at bats. Some guys like them, but I think they would tell you they're ready after about 2.5, 3 weeks. And the pitchers need a little bit more. So we might learn something about preserving.
All right, Segura's up.
For your pitchers is what we might learn is actually advantageous.
1-0 is low. 2-0.
I was gonna say, if the pitchers and hitters start off in a better state, heading like I was just thinking about this earlier in the stream, and they're kind of talking about it now. I wonder if this shortened spring is going to make it so this is the new way spring training is done. And I say that only because I think as long as pitching isn't lagged behind and hitting isn't lagged behind, and it like comes out good, they'll switch spring training to this, because I think this might be a better method of doing it. A month of just games, and then they jump into regular games.
And I think those guys are pretty stretched out.
Cody in WWE and Dustin in AEW. Yeah, I know that.
The thing is to get our one-inning relievers ready.
Gold Dust. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk. Man, Cisneros is very wild right now.
Is it going to be like it
Bryce Harper's up. Or
so?
should be Bryce Harper anyway, as long as he's not getting pinched hit for.
We don't have any until July. So I imagine that the second time we play Washington.
No, they're pulling Sis.
I imagine you will be able to, but at that time it'll
Garcia is coming in to pitch now for the Tigers.
And I'm sure they'll go back to those same rules where you can bring up the one guy.
Cisneros did not have the best outing,
which I always like. And that's been one thing that I've tried to convince people.
The Tigers have been rebuilding forever.
That a lot of times they'll bring up a starting.
I guess 5 or 6 years isn't really that long.
The first game, so
especially when you were left destitute as fucking Dave Dombrowski left them.
You should be able to bring up one starting pitcher if you want anytime in the next.
The Tigers were a great example of why you don't build a baseball team the way that the Tigers did. It will fuck you long term.
Right? Then you can stick that extra guy in a sense.
And that's exactly what happened to the Tigers long term.
A few days to get those guys back on turn.
They sold out to try to win those World Series in the 2010s, and it just didn't happen. Had they won a World Series, nobody would have bitched about the rebuild. You know what I mean? But the rebuild was following something that failed, so it's a bit of a bitter feeling.
I haven't made any progress yet. Because I don't know, maybe you feel like teams are manipulating.
But they built a better team, I think. They built a young core, super talented young core. They put in the right pieces with veterans, and I think that's more of an appropriate way to long-term construct a team.
And then you can throw two of your guys.
Tigers were just trying to win a World Series as fast as possible with as much money as possible. They tried to brute force it when that just wasn't the meta at the time. And that's just, they tried to do like a football mentality in a baseball game is what it really felt like.
In his outing the other
baseball,
day,
you got to develop players.
I think the first hitter was a little rusty, but then after that,
build a core and fill in the pieces you can't seem to draft.
Let Stubbsy catch him because Stubbsy's never caught him in a game, and got his stuff's electric.
Plus, when you draft a guy, you're potentially 3 years away from them being helpful for your team. So,
this is Ronnie Garcia.
I'm sure he throws 95 to 100 with movement.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit more comfortable at bat for a left-hander because he seems to have that three-quarter angle.
I like how they just assume that every one of these Tigers relievers throw in the upper 90s and they have wild movement on their pitching. I do love that assumption about the Tigers bullpen for once, that they have a nasty bullpen.
It was actually hit harder than the home run. Now, as a former player,
strike one. Oh, that's a bad call.
The one that went over the fence.
I'm pretty sure that should have been a ball, but I think the umps are getting kind of like, all right, well, getting a little silly here.
Loved him.
Yeah. Well, Garcia last year pitched in 2 games.
Ball 2 or ball 1 rather. Sorry, I forgot the first one was called a strike.
I mean,
1-1.
You care about hits. You don't care about velocity off the bat. And I know in evaluating players that's obviously important because the harder you hit it.
What are you doing here? Going fastball?
But as hitter, we care about hits. Uh-oh. He may have learned something.
Yeah.
That's gone too.
And it's going to be out of the yard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just threw him a fastball right down the middle on that pitch. Oh, it was a changeup? Oh, even worse, dude. This dude was sitting on a fastball and got a changeup and fucking Billy smacked it out to the right field.
I really do.
Or left field. Sheesh. 7-3 now, Phillies. Bryce Harper hits his second of the afternoon.
Man, he has hit the ball well.
Yeah, he's had a great stretch.
Basically, you can tell that Bryce swung a little late on that changeup, thinking it might have been a fastball. But like when you do that with the changeup right down the middle, you're belting.
1 for 3 today. Joe, do you have any information about that communication in the minor leagues between the pitcher and the catcher?
And strike 1 to Castellanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about the wristband.
Yeah.
We actually kind of
Hopefully,
like it,
Derek. I hope so. I hope so.
It's,
It'd be pretty nice. It'd be pretty nice.
It's not that hard to do, and I think the more you do it, it's going to get a lot easier. You know, JT likes it, and I think some of our pitchers like it, right? Because I tell you what, you spend a lot of time paying attention to the guy at second base, the first base coach, the third base coach. That if they use that, we don't need to worry about it nearly as much.
No, they don't have a play-in
like
tournament.
pitcher,
No,
So
no.
they push a button, and you have to push a
Wait,
button.
but there is no
It has all
play-in.
the
Derek, I don't know what
pitches,
you're
and
talking about.
It will give you the pitch first, and then
It's
you
just the
push
7
button
best
again,
teams
and
make
give you
it.
location.
Wow.
So it's actually pretty good.
It
Are you
is
just talking about the
amazing
wild card
what
round?
this team has
Like,
been able to do. Well, Joe, we appreciate it as always.
Thank you, guys. And,
like I think he's just talking about baseball's wild card round. In all honesty, which will be you know, like a normal wild card. 2 plays 7, 3 plays 4. 3 plays 6, and 4 plays 5. I think they more so copied the NFL style, but I think it's a weird thing where like it's like a 2-game playoff. Like the wild card's like 2 games or 3 games or something like that. So essentially you could win the first one, or you could win 2 and then the series. It's like a best of 3. So it's a very short series. Or it may even just be a wild card 1-game decider. But I thought it was just expanded to 7 teams and only 1 team gets a bye week. There might even be 6, and no one gets bye weeks. Yeah, Keel bombed a lefty. It's not basic. How is it basically a play-in? They play fucking 7. They play 3 games potentially, and they're all playoff teams. It's not basically a play-in, Derek. I just disagree, man. I don't think it's a play-in. It's literally just a wild card round. Do you count the NFL wild card round as a play-in? If so, then that's fine. That's just kind of how you view the wild card rounds. But like the NBA has like a whole ass tournament before the playoffs start, which is embarrassing as shit. I mean, I guess it depends on how you view the wild card round. Like, I guess if you're kind of just like, I just don't really see wild card rounds as the real playoffs. All right. Because I know there are some people that actually think that way, by the way. Like, that's not an uncommon, like, thought pattern to have. Whereas you see the wild card is basically just like, well, let's get these somewhat good enough teams in figured out. It'll be Scope, Torkelson, and Castro. Torkelson, and Castro.
Here's Bryce's first home run. Kind of a carbon copy from one to the other. Off the umbrella.
No, I don't think it's even called expanded playoffs. I'm pretty sure all the teams play 3 games. It's just the wild card round.
Opposite way again.
No, it's just the nature is 3 games and it's multiple. It's 2 versus. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing to me that indicates that it's anything different than a wild card round with an extra team in it.
And then he casually caught it, which was like, hey, I got it. It's no big deal.
Like the playoffs were the same as they were 2 years ago with 1 extra team, I believe, added in, right? Like that's the major difference, or is it 2 teams added in?
Last week, you guys came in ready to go from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I think just going up there and trying to see as many pitches as possible. I didn't really do that today, but just trying to get in deep into situations in the batter's box, kind of just seeing all pitches, all situations, and jumping on pitches when I can, and if I can
just
get
gonna look it up.
at least 30 to 40 at bats in spring, that's when I usually feel pretty good and ready to go.
So you're all for this short spring training, ain't you, Bryce?
Hey, anything to get me back up to Philly as quick as possible.
Yeah. Oh, here's Alvarado, and his first pitch is high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Bryce, I know everybody leaned on you for comments about the signings and stuff like that before the signings took place, but now that you see it and have played in it, what's it feel like to have this protection around you?
Yeah, I mean, just like today, we were all sitting in the dugout, and I mean, when Rhys Hoskins is your 7-hole hitter, I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, especially what Stott's doing and Mickey, what he's doing. You know, it's kind of like pick your poison all the way through our life.
Okay, now I'm reading it now.
Not sure what we're going to do.
10 teams qualify for the playoffs each year, 5 of each from the 2 leagues that make up the MLB, the American League. And so 2 teams win each division. You have the 2 top teams make it.
You know, have one guy take the grunt of everything. It's nice to be able to see that, you know, each guy can
playing till Wednesday. I think so. I think the Tigers are expected to play their starters the rest of spring. Paper.
Win ball games the best way we can.
I get why you could see this as a play-in, though. I actually kind of do understand why. This actually sounds more play-in-y than kind of. So you have 2 division winners. They automatically will make it. Then there's 4 remaining teams. They're known as wild cards. They will play one another. So the 2 AL teams will play each other, and the 2 NL teams will play one another.
Kind of each guy do what they do. You know, kind of JT likes swinging.
And I think the winners advance. Yeah.
Mickey, he likes swinging.
All right, and then they play they make up the final 2 teams. That's kind of a play, and I kind of see it.
Goes up there and does their job.
But again, I consider wild cards as part of the playoffs. I think that's where my main thing is. I just see the wild card round as normal playoffs. We don't consider like the NFL wild card weekend like a play-in, but that actually does have like play-in energy to it. But again, they're all playoff teams anyway playing, so it's not like
come with it every single day.
You know what I mean? It's a weird one.
He started against the Yankees and he said just sitting in the dugout and watching this lineup, like it's got to be a nightmare for opposing pitchers. And again, though, like you said, it all depends on production. But if everyone does what they're capable of doing, there's not going to be a ton of complete games against you all.
So there
I
are
agree. I mean,
quite
I
a
think
few
if
teams.
we, like you said, if we all do our job and all go up there and understand what we need to do as a team and what we need to do on an individual level, we're going to be really good. We're going to put pressure on them all day long. We're going to put pressure on them, each day. And you get 27 outs, right? And if we can make it harder,
the 2 winner with the best
harder
record
each day
get a bye, and the rest
get
play
those
wild
outs
cards.
from
So
an
we get 2
opposing
division
side.
winners.
I mean, it's what you need to do. And if we can just keep going, and not ever let up, we're going to be really good.
Runner at first, nobody out, top of the 7th.
I appreciate it because I don't like the questions.
Torkelson's up.
You know how I am.
Oh, I know. Hey, I was the same way.
Is Scope still running?
Gosh, the last thing I want to do is talk about ourselves, about our hitting, because then you start thinking too much. But, people talk about, the defense. How's the defense?
Inside, ball 1.
Stott.
Yeah, the playoffs are kind of confusing. I guess we'll figure it out as it gets going.
The Vegas boys,
But yeah, I kind of get it based on what I was reading.
Looks like he's healthy and moving a lot better than what we saw last year. This defense is going to be fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, Craig, you know when you see a guy that can hit, right? I mean, you know when you have an eye test on him and you can see what he does in the batter's box, how he acts when you see the lefty or righty, how he hits with velo, how he hits, off speed. And, when you watch Bryson, he's just playing another game. He's just going out there and playing his game and being himself. And, I don't think any game is going to be
okay. It'll be 12 teams, 6 per league, so it'll be
just goes out there and plays his game. And when he struggles,
3 division winners and 3 wild cards. One best seed is
really able to pull himself out.
1 seed is the best overall record. 2 is the second best, and 3rd is the best. 4 through 6, the 3 best records among non-division winners. 2 top seeds will get a bye to the divisional.
I'm excited for him. Even if he wasn't one of my friends, I'd say the same thing, right? I mean, he's a great teammate. He comes in, he's seen but not heard.
3 plays the 6, 4 plays the 5.
Does his job, and that's it. And Didi, of course. I mean, he's having a great spring.
Number 1 hosts the center of the winner of the 2 to 5.
At second, I think he's done a great job for
yeah, it's okay. So it's a pretty much a traditional wild card weekend. It's just like the NFL almost.
The thing is also getting Bobby Dickerson back. I mean, somebody that really wants guys.
Yeah, it's best of 3. Yep.
To being great.
Best of 3 for the wild cards.
You guys have seen that in the past from.
That'll be 1 and 2 a double play. Son of a bitch. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Torkelson grounds into a double play. Now up is Willie Castro.
I mean, that says a lot, Bob. In a good way. In a good way.
You guys know how loud Larry is. So. Yeah.
Top of the 7th here, 7-3. Phillies lead the Tigers. I'll probably be done watching after this half inning. Though the Tigers are. Here we go. I was going to say I knew they started pinch running guys. These are just basically everybody getting their last at bats here. And the guys who are left was Castro, Garneau, and Reyes. I don't really care anymore. They're going to start pulling the starters here.
Thinking about it after they announced it.
So I'm going to dip after this half inning.
I'm so thankful.
Do you guys need a way to watch the rest of the game? Hold on, let me hook you up, and I'll show you how the site works.
Three-time MVP, World Series champion. I mean,
let me show you here real fast in case you need a way to watch.
Kids that are younger than me, and actually I'm 29 now. Wow. Kids that
and then you just kind of you click on the link.
They don't know the history of the game.
It'll pop up this game, and all you got to do is click on this one.
My dad watched the Stars in Vegas.
And there you go. It's very simple. It's at the top of the thing.
And
yada, 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 blah,
the
blah,
guys
blah.
that played before me, and I respected that because you guys paved the way for us. And
so
it
works easy. It's probably the best one so far. In all honesty.
2021. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm just excited that I was able to do it, and it turned out great. I thought if we're able to kind of build the game.
I'll still be live for a few more, but then I'll be live again this evening for the for like a hangout, it's NFL podcast I'm doing, or the NFL show I'm starting up.
And I tell you what, Bryce,
ball.
It means a lot to us as former
1 and 2.
think that way, and there's so many times you go into different clubhouses.
Tigers trail 7-3, top of the 7th, 2 away. By the way, thank you all for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. What did we get to? We got to 18 likes, so we're pretty just short of the overall goal, but that's quite all right. 18 still pretty good.
I'm just so thankful to have guys that played before me that
very kind on the likes. We try to get to 20, but you don't always have to hit it, especially when I don't do the full game. And down goes Castro.
Bryce, we appreciate you joining us here today. It was nice to see Alvarado have a fairly
all right, though. That's pretty much going to start to wrap this up for me this evening, this afternoon, because I'm going to get out of here. I got a few things I have to do before tonight's stream and yada, yada, yada. So, all right. Thank you all for tuning in this afternoon. Again, I'll be live this evening at about 8:45, 9 o'clock Eastern, so about 5 hours and 30 minutes from now. So, should be pretty good. Should be pretty fun. I appreciate you guys coming out. The final Sunday of spring training is pretty much in the books. Tigers not doing so hot, but you never really know how these next 2.5 innings will really go. They could be pretty wild. All right, though. Thank you guys for coming out. Have a good rest of your day, night, morning, whenever however you're listening to this. And that's about it. Go Lions, go Patriots, and of course, go Tigers. I'll see you when I see you next. Have a good rest of the day. Thanks again for the fun conversation and fun stream. I appreciate it. And take her easy. Peace.